Quack, quack, the duck is in the house. What is going on, guys? Sneaky McDucky here, and I'm bringing you guys some gameplay on the map Nuketown 2025, where we're only open on double XP weekends. I'm playing some Kill Confirm with what I think may just be the best gun in Black Ops 2. But before we get into that though, this is your last reminder to check out the video in the description below. In that link, you'll find details on how to win a capture card, so if you guys are looking to get into this whole YouTube thing, I suggest checking it out. Contest is going to end on Wednesday night, and I'll announce the winner either on Thursday or Friday, depending on how much time I have on Thursday. So you guys got about 2 days to enter. Otherwise, you're missing out on what I think is a pretty cool giveaway. Alright, enough with that. Let's talk about the gun and gameplay. So I'm using a hammer. It's a light machine gun, and it just does work, or at least it does in my hands. Now, in previous Call of Duties, I used to strictly be an assault rifle guy, and in this one, it seems like the only thing that works is the SMGs. But I'm telling you guys, do yourself a favor and unlock this guy. It's the last LMG that you're able to unlock, so if you're early in your prestige, you're going to have to wait a little bit. Now, the reason I fell in love with this gun was because I was playing Sharpshooter and it came up. I had never used it before, and I was just taking kids' faces off. I have, of course, unlocked it right away, and I want to say this is my third game using it. Now, currently, I have everything unlocked on it, and I'll give you guys what I think is the best setup for it a little later. For those of you that have the ability to unlock it now, what I have on it in this gameplay, you get relatively early. So I'm using the EOTech sight with grip. As you can tell with grip, there is essentially no recoil on the gun. As long as you can get your shots on the guy, you're gonna put him down. With the rate of fire on this gun being so high, it takes about 3 to 4 bullets to put people down. As you guys are gonna see throughout this video, I am all kinds of distances away, and they're dropping like flies. As for the perks, I'm using perk 1 Greed, which allows me to use both lightweight and flak jacket. Now, I want to say lightweight is a must, because instead of having the speed of an LMG, you now have the speed as if you're rocking an assault rifle. Now, me being an assault rifle player, it really helps me out. As for the second perk, that's really up to you. I think it depends on the game that you're playing. When playing, say, Hardpoint or Domination, I would definitely rock flak jacket, simply because with there being objectives, people are always trying to nade or better you off of them. With flak jacket, I'd say 9 times out of 10 you're going to survive those explosives. Now, with the other game types, I would say either Hardline or Ghost. The only reason why I promote Ghost is because it seems like there is always a UAV up in the air. It's a score streak that everybody runs, and it's the easiest to get. So do yourself a favor and stay off that mini-map as much as you can. As for Hardline, why not do yourself a favor and make it take 1 less kill or 1 less objective point to capture to get your score streaks going. It not only helps you, but it also helps your teammates out. Perk 2, I'm using Toughness, and to tell you guys the truth, that's the only perk I like using regardless of what type of gun I'm using. There really isn't anything else in that slot other than maybe Scavenger. Now, usually I don't stay alive long enough for Scavenger to benefit me. Maybe you guys have the secret on how to do that, but for me, it just seems unnecessary. Finally, onto the last perk, perk 3, I'm using Engineer, but again, that's another one of my personal preferences. I like being able to see the shock charges and the Betty simply because there is probably someone sitting right behind them, tells me where they are, and it should be an easy kill for me. Finally, in this game, I'm using the Flash and Semtex combo, but as I said, stay tuned towards the end of this video, and I'll give you guys what I think is the best setup for this gun. As for the score streaks, I'm using the Hunter Killer, Hellstorm Missile, and the Lightning Strike, and these score streaks do a ton of work for me in this game, but I think you can attribute that to this being Nuketown, and Nuketown is one of the smallest maps in Call of Duty history. Other than that, let's get on to the gameplay. So where I am right now is where I like to be. I just keep moving back and forth, back and forth. As long as I don't go past the outside of this garage, they're going to keep spawning in that back corner, and I can pick them up as they run out. Unfortunately, someone catches on, and they're able to get through the doorway and end my streak. I'm able to get to all 3 score streaks again, so it's a death I really don't mind taking. This Hellstorm Missile and Lightning Strike isn't as good as my other one. It only picks up a few. I think my previous one had 7, which I'll take all day, baby, but take them when you can get them, right? Now, I think I previously said that I was using the Semtex, but it actually looks like I'm using the Betty. But again, that's all your personal preference. Doesn't really matter what you're using. I guess it just depends on your playstyle. If you guys haven't noticed already, this game is super laggy. I believe I was jumping from a 2 to a 3 bar throughout, and I think at this point things start to fall apart for me. It's not that I die a whole lot, but there are just a bunch of missed opportunities that would have made this not a good gameplay, but a great gameplay. I think I get robbed from a few Hellstorm missiles and end up running into the whole team at times. It's been just over a month, and I'm still looking for that complete gameplay. It seems like I can never hold it together for a whole match. Either I'm doing really good in the beginning like I am here and fall apart at the end, or vice versa. You guys have that same problem, or is that just a Sneaky McDucky thing? As you guys are going to see right here, this could have been beautiful. Whole team spawns right ahead of me, and they seem clueless. I think if I would have had a consistent connection, that this would have been a 3-piece, but it wasn't meant to be. I think I'll cut off the gameplay talk here. My last moment of glory comes at the end of this match where I get a nice 2-piece at the end of the game. Alright, so let's get to why you're probably still here, and that is the best setup for the hammer. As I said before, I have everything unlocked on it, and this is what works best for me. Now, you may be different than I am, so mess around with this a little bit. I'll put an image at the end of this video of the setup, that way you don't need to pause as I'm talking about it. Alright, here we go. I like using 2 wild cards. Those wild cards, Perk 1 Greed and Primary Gunfighter. Perk 1 slot is the same as I talked about earlier, Lightweight and Flak Jacket. Lightweight is a must, but Flak Jacket can be changed depending on the type of game that you're playing. Perk 2, I'm still using Toughness. I explored the other options, and I think this is what is best for your gun. Now, if you guys are saying Scavenger, I use one of the Primary Gunfighters to address that, which I'll get to in a moment. And like I said before, I don't stay alive long enough to benefit from Scavenger, but if you do, maybe try it out. As for Perk 3, I don't have a Perk 3. I think the Primary Gunfighter is much more valuable than what is available in that slot. As for the equipment and lethal, I currently just have the Semtex on with no lethal. If you guys want to flip-flop that, be my guest. Personally though, I would rather have a Semtex or a Betty over a flash or charge. Finally, the gun perks. I'm using FMJ with the extended clip and EOTech sight. With FMJ, they just seem to drop so much faster, but that's what FMJ is supposed to do, right? As for the extended clip, this gun already comes with a ton of bullets, but an extra 25 in the clip is a huge benefit. For those of you wondering, you start out with 75 but end up with 100 with the clip on. Me being a guy that likes to reload a lot, this helps for not doing that, and that is huge. Finally, the EOTech sight. Now I tried out, I believe, the other 3, maybe 4 sights that you get with this, and this is what works best for me. The EOTech seems like it gives you the perfect amount of zoom, and I like the reticle better than just, say, the red dot. When aiming down sight, you still have enough vision to see what is going on the right and left sides of you, unlike when using the target finder. Now, as you guys can see from this video to now, I've taken off grip. The recoil for me is really manageable without it, but if you guys are dying a lot, maybe get rid of extended mags and throw that on. So there you guys go. I end up going 55 and 11, which is pretty decent. And as I said, I'll put up a picture of the class setup now. That way you guys don't have to go back, pause, and all that good stuff. Give this gun a try. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to give this video a rating. It lets me know if I'm doing something right. So if you liked it, hit that thumb up, baby. That is it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later, players.